In Coonabaraban, and we chose to stay at the Getaway Caravan Park because they do a stargazing course from the back, over the back in the bushes, and you can do, it's very, has very good reviews. And so we thought we'd stay here for 3 nights to give ourselves time in case it was too cloudy for the stargazing to go on one of the nights. We'd catch another. First night of stargazing's cancelled, way too cloudy, so we're having a look around Coonabaraban. They have some nice wall art, and we'll see how we go tonight. We're in Coonabaraban in the information centre, and it's absolutely amazing. It has some good Aboriginal artefacts which they ask you not to take photos of, but they also have the skeleton and the skull of I can't say it. I'll never say it. Look at the size of those teeth. It was found by a local, and she reported it, and they dug it up. And it's huge. So it's well worth coming in. They've got lots of local products and stuff. And really good photographs of the night sky in here on display. How could you come to the stargazing capital of Australia and not visit the Anglo-Australian telescope? It was different to what we expected. It's only open during the day from 10 till 3, I think, and only during weekdays. It really is a place where they're doing research and not really a tourist destination. You guide yourself up a little footpath which has some interesting sculptures, and then catch a lift up that is locked, so you can only get out on the gallery floor. Now have a look around the gallery. We didn't see anybody working, and in fact we didn't see a soul. There were many restricted areas where you can actually go. But it was interesting to see, but not quite what we imagined. We were hoping to go at night and watch them work and things, and that's just not possible from what we could see. But hot tip, the views are spectacular up there and well worth the drive, even just for the views over the national park. And you can't take the van. There's actually a parking area down the bottom. So if you arrive with your van before you've parked up, you've got to disconnect to drive the car up because the road's a little windy. Worth visiting, not really what we expected. Happy we went, but we don't have to go again. Wow, more spectacular views. And that was it, a nice short little walk. And as per usual, there's hardly anyone around. What is that?
Plaque for some dude.
This morning John did the bushwalk with me, in return that we'd come and see the cheese making, etc. And it's been a bit funny because we went to the shop and it wasn't open, just for a few minutes. The people are just lovely. You come to the showground only on a Wednesday and they're making the cheese here, and they invited us in and they showed us how everything is made. Really interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah. We bought some cheese.
Just a hint though, when we were driving out here, we understood that there was also a distillery out here, and there is, but you must pre-book and pre-organise to go to the distillery. They're only open by appointment now because, funnily enough, they're too busy. We've just driven a few kilometres outside the national park towards Coonabaraban, and here we are at the emu shop. And there's emu stuff everywhere. We've got some jerky to try, and an egg to paint, and some emu oil. So hopefully that will help me with some of my aches and pains. We can't do a tour today because we didn't book and they're not prepared with stuff. But if you're coming out here, you should give them a ring first thing. And they have the cutest dog. And we've just spent more time patting this guy. So we've had 2 nights here, hated it. Not because the facilities are clean and everything, it's just right on the highway and constantly through the night. As the trucks come down, they have to drop from 100 to 70 and they let out their brakes, and it's just a constant drone all the time. The other thing that's turned us off about here, I must say, is whatever you go and do, there's a set of rules. Like if you go into the bathroom, there's like pages of rules and stuff. And we just don't feel like we need to pay for the privilege to be treated like children. Even to the thing on the wall of comments of please don't shit in the shower. Well, really, it's probably just given some person that is a bit deviant-minded a good idea. If we were coming to Coonabaraban and we were staying in the town again, we would actually stay behind the golf course. Now somebody told us you can park in the car park of the golf course for free, so we didn't take them up on it. Last night we went around there for dinner and to have a look, and it's not in the car park. It is like a big paddock, could fit 20 caravans in it, all still hooked up. And it was peaceful, off the road and free as long as you patron the golf club, even if you just have one beer. Really worth it and nicer than here.
The golf club looks much better.
Yep. It's been a while since we've been in Dunedoo. The first Christmas that we had the van, we stayed at the small caravan park down the road. But now they've done a big silo art painting. I love the little man on the toilet looking up at the silo art. Somebody's got a sense of humour. This definitely wasn't here last time we came, and I've just seen it was actually done in 2020. So it's quite new. And it's amazing, the whole building on the roadside is covered. It's really 4 different artworks. Opposite the pub. That's amazing. Good on Dunedoo. On the way home, I actually wanted to stop at Kapiti and have a look at the national park there, but it was closed due to all the rains and the flooding. Anyway, we stayed at the Royal Hotel. This is, you can park behind it. And it was a lovely meal and the staff are great and fully recommend staying there. But what happened the next morning was different to what we expected. We're just at the pub packing up, and look who's come to visit.
Jeez. You big bugger.
Off you go, there's nothing to eat here.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh. Well, this is something new for us. We can't pack up because every time we move, he tries to ram us. He obviously thinks we've got food and we haven't. Or she, yeah. I don't know what it is.
Go on, go. Go on. No. Let's go. Come on, go.
Oh, don't make it angry. It's slobbering over our mouth.
There it is. Oh, jeez. Go on, get. Come on. shit.
I don't know if it's got out of its... Oh, John!
I don't know what it was. Oh.
Let it come back inside, it'll go away, surely. Okay, so we've retreated into the van because it started to get shitty and charge us. And we'll see what happens next. It definitely wasn't here yesterday, so it's gotten out of wherever it's supposed to be. Hey, leave it.
What's it doing?
It's trying to get the thing. Off you go. Well, that was fun, not. While John packed up the van, I was decoy to the pig, boar, I don't know what you call it. There was another semi-regular guy there. He said he'd never seen it before and thought that it was wild. And the more it saw John, the more aggressive it was getting and starting to run at him and push him.
Maybe it liked me, I don't know.
We were lucky that the van was still hooked up. And while I ran to the front of the pub and the boar followed me, and then I played roulette with it around a chair, John packed the van up. Then we jumped in, we drove down the road and we checked everything. But I have to say, I normally walk around early morning and take photos of all the old buildings and stuff, but I just couldn't do it this morning. I just didn't feel comfortable that the boar would leave me alone to do it, and it was getting more aggressive and really annoyed. If it was a boar, I don't. We don't know. We're just going on what the guy said, but it certainly wasn't there for a pat. It was there to find food, and was shitty when it wasn't getting what it wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't tell you, we couldn't believe what had happened, and I think we were in shock. I didn't take any more footage, and we just drove straight home. Anyhow, hopefully next week is a bit more relaxed. I'll see you on the other side.